Imagine that you've never heard of any religions, you just know what it is. You look around and entertain the idea that everything around you was created by some kind of being. When you think about where you live and the rest of the world, you see beautiful mountain ranges, amazing animals, and people helping out one another. You also see animals attacking the babies of other species, people dying and getting hurt in accidents, murders, and even parasites crawling into people's eyes and eating them to survive. What kind of creator would you have to come up with to explain the world? What coherent set of goals or motives could this creator have for the world it created? At what point, if any, did the intervention stop? We'll break up the characteristics of this entity into three areas: what it cares about, knows about, and is able to do. An extreme of these is a common answer, and we'll work through to see how it fares. This being is all-powerful, all-knowing, and all-loving. After your observations, this should be obviously false to you. A being that created everything could have made it so we were always happy and never harmed if it was in control of everything and had our happiness in mind. In fact, this kind of entity could only apply to a world that we found to be truly perfect, something that is impossible in our reality. Some people will try to convince you that this is the way it is, though. They try to attribute the deviances from the expected perfection to the free will of humans in creation. The first thing to point out here is that not all of the deviances were a cause of human actions, for example, the eye parasites. But looking deeper, what is free will? It's the idea that we can make decisions. People seem to treat it like it's a great gift from a creator. But think about what you're actually able to decide. Can you choose to just jump up and fly to work? No, but you can't do that because it's one of the things the creator does not give you a decision about. If there is a God, then free will is simply the smallest of things that humans are allowed to make decisions about. Flying didn't make that list, but murder did. You can choose whether you want to go to church, but you can't choose whether or not you want to get diseases. You can choose to go make yourself a sandwich, but starving children can't simply choose to not require nutrition. What kind of free will did a possible creator give us? Not the right kind for me to decide it cares about us. So really, the free will the proponents of the all-knowing, all-powerful, and all-loving God try to use to explain the deviances from perfection only pushes it farther away. So if that doesn't describe the being, then what does? Quite a few characteristic combinations could work out. Perhaps it knows what's going on, sympathizes, but can't do anything about it. Maybe it started everything and just move on. I won't go into every option, but just think about them. Keep putting them together and see if you can come up with something that would make you actually want to start a religion. You can stop imagining that you've never heard of a religion now. Approach each religion for the first time using this framework. You don't need to learn about the rituals or the moral teachings. All you need to look at for this test to decide if the religion is possible is a characteristic of the god or gods, and see if they match up with reality.